In my last video, I talked about how we can stop wasting so much time. So I thought about, in this video, talking about how we can save money and stop wasting money. So actually, interesting story. In the last 3 months, and I'm relatively new to this area, but in the last 3 months, I've invested $7,000 into the stock market. And I don't make a crazy amount of money. So this is really, really doable. And I figured, why not share some tips with you on how you can simplify your life, save some money, and set yourself up for a better future. So all I ask for in return is that you hit that subscribe button and join the community if you want to hear more videos like this one. Okay, so I want to start this video with 3 easy things. 3 super easy things that you can start doing right now, today, to help you start saving money and maybe investing in that money. So I mentioned at the top of the video, in the last 3 months, I've invested $7,000. That's my form of saving, right? So here's 3 easy steps. Now, this isn't gonna be a lot of money at once, but over time, by doing these 3 things, you're gonna see that you're gonna be saving a lot of money in the long run. So first thing, pay close attention to your subscriptions. We live in this era where it's a subscription-based model, right? I mean, I can run through all these different subscriptions that I've had or still have, right? Whether it be Netflix or Hulu or Disney Plus or YouTube Premium or, these apps on our phone, all these different subscriptions, dating apps, right? Ton of them out there. Go back through all of those and make sure that you're actually using all of them, and then even cut some that you use sparingly. If you want to save money, you've got to be self-disciplined in this way and say to yourself, do I really need to be spending this $10 per month on this app that I sometimes use? And here's the thing, guys, it can get away from us really fast, right? Because a lot of this money is just taken directly out of our checking account each and every month, and we don't really see that money coming in and out of our accounts, right? So it's the first thing I did when I was, kind of going back over my finances and said, okay, it's time to save some money. Let's cut some subscriptions. The second thing I want you to do, and hopefully you've already done this, cut cable. So this is a huge, huge cost, and there's so many different ways to stream our content, building off the first tip, right, that we don't really need to be paying for cable anymore. Internet, of course, is important. Cable, not so much. So if you haven't cut the cord on your cable yet, do so. You're going to save anywhere from $50 to $100 a month right there when you do that. So this third simple way that you can save money, it's kind of an interesting one. I guess an interesting approach to it. It's kind of twofold, right? So bottled water. Number one, terrible for the environment, not biodegradable, right? When we're talking about these plastic bottles that we just accumulate. But it can also save you a ton of money, right? So I went and got one of these Pures. As you can see, this thing right here, I use it every single day. I fill it up and it supplies all the water I need. I put it into a tin can and I carry around that tin with me all day. This is like 25 bucks. I got this at Walmart, a good brand. It's a Pure, so check it out. Okay, so aside from these 3 things that are really simple that you could start doing, I'm gonna give you another really big tip. Okay, so aside from our living expenses and our transportation cost, you know what the next highest bill or highest expense that we have? It's food, right? So how can we cut cost on our grocery bill? So here's the thing with the grocery store, right? We hear all the time, don't go there hungry, and that's true. But really, it's deeper than that. It's more than that. Go there with a plan. For instance, I went today. I had a plan to spend less than $50 and get enough food for me to eat throughout the entire week, right? And that might sound a little wild, like, oh, you actually do that? You go in with a plan of I do. I go in with a plan to spend this amount of money, and I strategically try to buy things that I know are healthy, that I know that I'm going to eat, that aren't going to expire in my fridge, and that are within my budget. And because I go in there each and every week with that plan, most of the time I'm right around that number. Now, I won't put something back if I'm like $2 over my budget limit, right? But just going in with a plan allows me to spend X amount of dollars for each and every week on food. So roughly, I spend about $150 to $200 on food, and I have done that over the past 3 months. It's saved me probably $100 or more a month. Okay guys, so to wrap up this video, we talked about some of the easy ways that you can start cutting back and saving money. whether it be drinking less bottled water, looking at your subscriptions a little closer and really saying, do I really need to be subscribed to all these different apps and all these different streaming platforms? And then also you just simplifying your life, right? Of course, the grocery store, going in with a plan. Having a plan of attack when you go in is definitely going to help you save some money. So this last tip that I want to provide you is just kind of an overarching tip, and it's to be less of a consumer. So we live in a world where there's a lot of temptations out there to buy, right? To buy. We're going through our social media feeds. Every other thing we see on our feed is something we could purchase, right? Really ask yourself though, is it something I need? Is it something that I want? If it's something you want, maybe reconsider it, right? And it sounds like you're not gonna have any fun because you're not gonna be able to buy anything, right? But there's a lot of different ways that you can enjoy the world without buying things. For instance, one of the things I do a lot is I go out to the mountains and hike on a Saturday. That's completely free, right? And that fills that void for me. So find things that you can do that are less expensive and perhaps even free. And being less of a consumer and buying less things that you really don't need is definitely going to help you. So I hope you found some value in this video. If you did, please subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next one.